So I've heard it said that young people don't think much about death, but I don't know about you, but right now our world is unpredictable, especially with COVID. But at least for me, death has been something that's unfortunately been on my mind since I was very, very young. Um, when I was probably about 7, we lost, I think, 7 or 8 members of our family within 2 years. And I remember specifically one time I had made a fort under our table with sheets and everything, and the phone rang, and just by the tone of my mom's voice, just her answer, I knew that somebody else had passed away. And we even had 2 people within 2 days, one after the other. And it became to the point for me that I feared having the phone ring. And I feel like death has always been something that's really been on my mind. After that big spurt, I don't think I lost very many people close to me until I was in high school. And then I went through another time, and it wasn't as many, and it was more friends and stuff, but there were about 4 people within a year and a half. And I just felt really discouraged and felt like I already had a hard time getting close to people, and then this made it harder for me. And then, of course, I've shared this before, was after I got married to Gary, a week before our first anniversary, we found out he has leukemia, chronic lymphocytic leukemia. Let me try that again. Chronic lymphocytic leukemia, CLL, and there is no cure. And so it's a watching and waiting game for us. It's typically the average age of someone to get this type of leukemia, I believe, is 65 to 70. So he's a very rare case. And every 6 months, I'm struggling. We go into the University of Washington and to the Seattle Cancer Care and have his blood tested and see what his numbers look like. And so every 6 months, I'm very aware of this concept of death. But what I want to share with you is the hope. What does the Bible say about death for believers? And there is a lot of verses in there that talks about it, and a lot of encouragement. And I've found for myself in this past year with COVID, thinking about death more and finding more at ease with it, and having the hope that the Bible talks about. And so the Bible says if we believe in God and live for him, there are some promises we can have. So the first one is in John 14, 2-3. It says, "My Father's house has many rooms." He's talking about heaven. "If that were not so, would I have not told you?" Nope. Let me try that again. You guys, this is a struggle today. "In my Father's house, there are many rooms. If that were not so, would I have told you that I'm going there to prepare a place for you? And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come back and take you to be with me, so that you also may be where I am." So Jesus is saying, I've already prepared a place. I'm thinking ahead about you. I've already prepared a place for you, and I'm going to come and get you. And then what is this place like? What will it be like? Revelation 21:4. This is a good one. "He will wipe every tear from their eyes. There will be no more death or mourning or crying or pain, for the old order of things has passed away." Does that sound like good news? Revelation 7:16-17. "Never again will they hunger. Never again will they thirst. The sun will not beat down on them, nor any scorching heat. For the Lamb at the center of the throne," Jesus, "will be their shepherd. He will lead them to springs of living water, and God will wipe away every tear from their eyes." And one of the really interesting verses that I feel goes along with this is, we've probably heard before that God is loving, but the Bible actually says in 1 John 4:8, God is love. Not that he's just loving, but he is love. And so the Bible promises that if we believe in him and live our lives for him, that we are promised right at death, we don't have to fear, that we are going to be in this place where there's no more pain or suffering or crying, and we are in the midst of pure love. And I don't know about you, but that is good news. And not only is it good news, but it's better than here. So I find myself in a weird way. I'm looking forward to it, to be honest. Now, the dying itself, maybe not, but there is this hope. We don't have to fear death. If we believe in God and trust Him, we do not have to fear. Good news. I'm running out of good jokes, so if anyone has them, share with me. Okay, so here it is. What time is it when the clock strikes 13? It's time to get a new clock.